Newcastle give the ball away though. This is Saka. Belted clear by Fabian Shaw. Once again, Shaw, right place, right time. Harvey Barnes scampers away. Osula inside of him, Barnes. Ben White has tracked Barnes all the way. And the former Leicester man squares it, and Calafiori clears once, clears twice, finds Joe Linton. And the Brazilian, strong as an ox, finds Livramento. Joe Linton again. Little threadbare up front on Newcastle these days. Isak not on the tour. Callum Wilson not renewed, but here's Odegaard coming the other way. Faced by Lewis Miley. And Odegaard, his own little cameo. Newcastle substitutions being spelled out. Calafiori's gone down. No one near him. Needs a bit of attention, and I suppose any little niggle. You don't want to risk anything in pre-season, not with the start Arsenal have got. Calafiori looks a worried look on the physio's face. And Arsenal immediately get a Nakakibio. It doesn't look to be anything there for Calafiori as we have a look at Odegaard. A little nutmeg through Matt Target. Kibio comes on for Calafiori. Just a couple of minutes into this second half. Odegaard on for Ranieri. On the ball. Renews a partnership with William Saliba.
Substitution for Arsenal number 3, Ricardo Calafiori. Replaced by number 15,
Zubimendi. I'd imagine at least an hour for the majority of the Arsenal players. Fizzes the ball, that's Trossard to chase, and the Belgian scampered as quick as he could. Stretch those hamstrings. Tino Livramento, 22 years of age now, already maturing into a terrific fullback. Odegaard, encouraged to shoot, and he does. Nick Pope, down low. World Cup year, of course, so Nick Pope will want to have as strong a season as he can for Newcastle. He'll be wanting to be on the plane to North America. It seems a long time away, the World Cup, but it isn't. Here's David Raya. No chance with the goal he did concede. Sweeps a lovely ball once again into Saka, whose touch is delightful. Sven Botman does a good job. And Lewis Miley and Joe Linton smuggle it clear. Lewis Miley, highly rated. Pope under pressure. Sharp. Matt Target. Odegaard. Trossard was looking for somebody out wide, but he's the man who normally provides that width. Martin Zubimendi. Closing down by Jacob Murphy and Livramento. Murphy nearly gets the interception, and Livramento nearly gets the touch, but nearly not good enough. And Trossard, fancy work. Neil Kraft has come on at right back. How about this though from Trossard? Too long to take the throw in. Possession reversed. It's one of the new laws you can expect to come into the top flight of English Premier League football next year. So goalkeepers holding on to the ball for more than 8 seconds. Clear corner, here's Odegaard for Arsenal. Into Guy Havertz. Havertz sweeps the ball across, but he's offside. Odegaard adds instant energy. The world of VAR, that would have been close. Maybe the left shoulder blade would have been offside for Guy Havertz. Arsenal still lead by 2-1. Miley, nice little give and go with Joelton. And then a chase for Asula. Double shift for Asula. Manhandled out the way by Saliba to great applause. And then Odegaard scampers through. Attempted give and go, but a handball. I think Fabian Schär has just caught Havertz as well. Fabian Schär, 33 years of age now. Been with Newcastle seven seasons. Signed in July 2018 from Deportivo La Coruña. Gabriel Heinz on the right side of that shot, a recent addition to the Arsenal get on with it. Immediately bash the ball out of play. Pope under pressure. Schär concedes a corner. Off. Again, they'll put bodies in. Saliba and Kiwior there. Ben White. Always look out for Ben White. The delay as well. Havertz ties his laces. Havertz. The lace tying ruse nearly works for Arsenal. White was coming in as the shield ahead of him. He's always the one to watch, Ben White. He may not be touching the ball, but who he blocks off, that is often the key for Arsenal. Joe Linton closed down by Odegaard, and Joe Linton under pressure gives the ball away to Trossard. Helps it forward to Saka. Excellent from Saka. Excellent save from Nick Pope. And Saka's delicious little touch into Martin Odegaard. They need to start the season flying, Arsenal. Their first 6 games hugely difficult. Starting at Old Trafford. second away fixture at Liverpool. In between them, they've got Leeds. Harvey Barnes, hassled by Ben White. Well, Newcastle having started well, scored through Anthony Elanga. Here's the Saka chance. Just gets himself, keeps the ball down. And Nick Pope defends that near post expertly. Terrific football. Kraft. Riley. Jacob Murphy. Gets a shot away and scores! Might have taken a deflection, but Jacob Murphy's first real involvement has produced an equaliser for Newcastle United. Unsighted or a deflection, whatever it is, it's found the bottom corner. If we're all square tonight at 90 minutes, there will be a penalty shootout. Let's have a look at Murphy. Allowed to turn, allowed to get the shot away. Wondering if there's just a nick. Well, it's through a knot of players. Don't think it's taken a deflection. It's just an unsighted David Raya. There's your goal scorer, Jacob Murphy. Both right wingers who Newcastle have used on the mark, and Emil Kraft just waited for that contact from Havertz. Change for Arsenal, David Raya. Needs to come off, as is Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. Martinelli and 15-year-old Maxi Dalman coming on. Kepa, who saved 3 penalties in a shootout that followed the game against Milan. Martinelli and Dalman will provide the width. That's Marino down. That's Mourinho. And first was the foot, and then there was a shoulder into the 15-year-old. Welcome to the big man's league. Alma made a real impression, though, the other night against Milan. There's Kiwior. On to Kepa. Super signing from Chelsea, having had loan spells from Chelsea at Real Madrid and at Bournemouth. Lucky that Harvey Barnes isn't there. Instead it falls to Odegaard. Almond's made a lovely run inside. Odegaard, little dink over the top. Kraft's header. Lewis Skelly. Kiwior. Very much a left-footed centre-back onto Zubimendi. Odegaard slides it into Max Dalman. Moreno was the target. Always on the move, Mikel Merino. You could see why he was used as an auxiliary centre-forward when injuries came to Arsenal last season. Arsenal and Arteta hope that that's not needed this year. Trossard. Corner kick off Matt Target. His name at Southampton, Matt Target, signed from Aston Villa. He had a couple of matches last year for Newcastle. Again, pre-season so important for players who've been injured. Cleared by Shaw. Martinelli helps it backwards to Trossard. Osula, look at the work ethic of Osula. Gosh, it was his header, and he's the one closing down Kepa. That's a 70-metre sprint from William Osula. Well, in the absence of Isak, in the absence of Cameron Wilson, Osula wants to make a mark. Here's Harvey Barnes. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 2, coming into the final 25 minutes. Been an entertaining game. Emil Kraft. Spread out wide beautifully. Barnes doesn't take the space. Dalman defends. Livramento. Target's ball. Through everybody. Kraft will chase. And Kraft will be allowed to go on. Lewis Skelly is there. Martinelli eased off the ball by Emil Kraft in that move. Sven Botman. To Pope. Fabian Shaw was just holding his hamstring a second ago for Newcastle. Lewis Miley seems to have recovered okay. Shaw. For Newcastle, though, this is a fast trip into Singapore, and then they're on a flight to Hong Kong tomorrow. There's our Arsenal as they prepare to take on Tottenham. Murphy, Barnes, Murphy, Barnes outside of him. Good work from Zubimendi, just smothered Jacob Murphy, who then fouls Max Dalman. The teenager goes down. Arsenal have the free kick. Zubimendi looks for Martinelli. Pope quickly off his line. Flag up for offside anyway. And it's so unfortunate that the Isak conundrum is still there, obviously, for Newcastle. It's a real distraction ahead of the season, where they were hoping to build on their Carabao Cup success from last year and their 5th place in the Premier League. Change for Arsenal. Declan Rice to come on for Mikel Merino, scorer of a lovely goal in the first half. But for Arsenal, you expect Rice and Zubimendi to probably be the starting holding two with Odegaard in front of them when things kick off at Old Trafford. Here's Murphy. Livramento. Plenty in the penalty area. Sula tries to get there. It goes beyond that target. Sula rose with the elbows flailing, must be said. And I think he's caught Saliba. He's got up high, Osula, but the arms are flailing. That's why Saliba is hurt. Newcastle, change. Harrison Ashby is coming on. Sven Botman lasting just 25 minutes. Ashby, Scott signed from West Ham in the window of Christmas 2023. Arsenal with more of the ball. Possessional stats still in the mid 80%. Possession accuracy. The ball looks for White. Under pressure from Joe Linton. Here's Dowman. Accelerates away with confidence. Terrific effort from young Max Dowman. Oh, that was so nearly a moment to remember. Sprawling save from Nick Pope, but energy from a 15-year-old. Sees the space, attacks the space, takes on Emil Kraft, and forces a decent save from Pope low to his right. Gosh, imagine having that confidence at 15. Seventh corner of the match for Arsenal. Rice got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue shirts, causing confusion in front of Pope. Sula does well. Odegaard's effort was blocked out by Miley. Belted back to Kepa. Odegaard parried away by Pope. Joe Linton. A little foul. Jacob Kiwior. Joe Linton knew that there was pressure coming on. More changes for Newcastle, as we just see the foul from the pole on the Brazilian in the match in Singapore. Here's the earlier effort from Martin Odegaard. Strikes it well. Nick Pope sees it all the way and parries it away. That's his last significant action. Nick Pope to replace by John Ruddy, experienced backup goalkeeper. 7 years with Norwich, last at Birmingham. Solid player to have. And that's one player, one end of his career. An 18-year-old at the other end of his career. Scored 4 goals for the under-21s in last season's campaign, or in the Premier League 2. Sean Neve comes on up front for the hard-working